The orc has a scent for us now. Damnable creature.
I agree. Hey everybody, it's Gillian Monster. I'm back, and we continue on with trying to rid the Manufactorum of its orc invaders.
Space Marine recognized. Full access granted.
I think as the more I practice it, the more adept I become at actually like coming up with stuff to talk about, and the more fluid I become. So part of my career is actually kind of public speaking, even though it doesn't really seem like it. Oh, usually that stuff was more rehearsed and less ad lib than typically doing YouTube playthroughs. Oop. Sure, I'm well stocked. And there's some more over here. I'm just waiting for the orcs to come out of nowhere, and then I have no ammunition to get. So if you guys don't, if you guys are kind of curious about where to start out for Warhammer lore, oh yeah, okay, supposed to go press. Oh, yep, there it is. Knew that was gonna come. Oh great. Orcs are ridiculously strong. Beaten to death with his own shield. Brutal but effective. But if you guys are actually wanting to get kind of like a clue on what is what when it comes to the history of Warhammer, you can do one of two things. You can go to the Wikia and try and have that sorted out for you, or there's actually a YouTube channel called One Mind Syndicate, where One Mind Syndicate, where they have this series called 40 Facts, and they literally take just about any subject you could think of in Warhammer, and they do either single part or multi-part explanations of how that is significant. Okay, what just happened? What am I supposed to do? Oh, there we go. Into how something plays into kind of like the Warhammer universe. Like they do the orcs, they do the Space Marines. Actually, they do multiple of the Space Marines and orcs. Including individual characters. They don't seem to do any. I haven't come across any that focus on the actual Space Marine video game, unfortunately. Because I'm not sure if this counts as canon or not.
The Manufactorum? Far deeper. The whole generator room is actually suspended above a venting shaft.
Suspended?
Yes. In case of catastrophic overload, the whole room can be shunted away into the depths.
That's cool. So that way, in case of catastrophic overload, it goes into the center of the planet and destroys it anyway. So, kind of a pointless thing if you ask me. And if memory serves, this part is gonna suck.
Colder than a spaceman's smile in here. Yes, a byproduct of the device's functioning.
Keep going. I do like the environmental effects, and I think I know why they why Relic was kind of sparing when it came to like corpses and just in general, just kind of like the I guess kind of like the war decorations, if you want to call them that. You know, the corpses and damage to the surrounding structures and everything, and probably because they were getting ready to go bankrupt and they didn't want to blow their budget.
We need only obtain the power source at the core.
I'll take my power axe, pick up ammo.
Understood.
Yeah, stick with what I got so far.
Brothers, guard the access points.
Because that works so far.
Sequence, Captain. You must keep the chamber secure until the power source is exposed.
Identity confirmed. Drogon. Ordo Xenos.
Okay. Alright. And of course they can leave me with no way to get back up.
There. Primary shield is open, Captain. Head into the central chamber.
So actually, just to correct myself, the servitor sitting in there is actually cybernetics.
Captain, the war boss.
Space Marine!
Really? What kind of what tip? Oh crap!
Whatever it is, I
Hold back the greenskins, Captain. The power source will be free of the generator shortly.
Okay, sure, go ahead. Actually, something I never really thought about is using. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I approach these guys a little bit more carefully from now on, even though they're definitely not the toughest enemy I'm going to face.
Now, head over to the servitor station and activate it. It will retrieve the power source and get it into its canister.
Switch weapons. Keep your health up by the slaughter. I don't know what you expected to happen.
Alarm.
That damn orc will kill us all. Grab it, Captain. Force the power source into its canister. Quickly!
Pick it up. This is where I think the orcs' eagerness to make war could really screw things up sometimes. Didn't take much forcing, did it?
Leandros, respond.
Captain, the Inquisitor insisted you could not have survived.
Well, I did, and I have his precious power source.
We set a rendezvous in Hab Center Andris. These tunnels will spit us out there eventually.
Eventually.
Fine. Continue heading toward the Hab Center.
And now for a sewer crawl. Yay. Chase. Whoop. Ah. This is where they all went, I think. Rearm while I can. I have a feeling a good chunk of this episode is going to be cut up. Let's see here, ammo. Yeah, I'll stick with what I got. Just because there's probably going to be a lot of running and walking around. Okay, I'll shoot you again. In the face. Yeah, you can kiss your knobs goodbye. What the? So basically, the way this axe, what it separates it from like the chainsword, for one, obviously it's an axe, but two, instead of using like an actual like gears and everything to deliver the damage like a chainsaw, this one actually functions, I guess you could say, almost like, ooh, hello, almost like a lightsaber, except that instead of using a blade of plasma, it projects like a disruptor field around the actual blade. So not only are you dealing with the physical impact, but you're also dealing with the damage that that force field does, and actually like almost acting like a pre-separator. You know, almost like a primer. Yeah, like, you really do credit, like, say, obviously, Star Wars got the lightsaber first because in 1977, and this series didn't come around until like 1984. But it really added almost like a grittiness and a violence to it that I think a lot of sci-fi series back then simply didn't have, or maybe it was something like, you know, maybe comparable to the original RoboCop. You know, that was supposed to be, you know, ultra violent and everything like that. But this series really did kind of set the standard. Oh. Oh, yep. That. Make sure that I'm still well stocked. So it's a shame this this series doesn't get a little bit more attention than it does. Whoa! Not gonna lie, that surprised me. Was not expecting that. It's nice how that little power source acts like a lantern, so I can actually see where I'm going. Jeez, it's almost like you knew I was coming that way. I don't know what you think that little three foot sideways hop is gonna get you, especially in a tunnel. Okay. Make sure there's nothing else over here. Last thing I want to do is get ambushed. Okay. Toss me into a pit again, why not? Okay. One. You stuck? I'll take that for what I can get. Not sure what he got stuck on. Okay. Where? Oh crap. To wear this guy down from a distance. Oh, oh, oh. Back my health.
You're gonna die, Space Marine!
Yeah, bend over. Definitely approach those guys with a lot more caution than I did in the earlier stage, because I forgot how bad they can be in close quarters. The fact that, you know, the game's controls don't exactly allow for super fast evasion. Ooh, wrong tunnel, but I'll take it.
I was right. For days I tracked that signal coming from beyond the sun. I didn't tell Transmechanic First Class Alaric because I didn't want to be ridiculed. And today, I heard voices. The signals in the Borg fleet heading straight for Grya. That's when I told Alaric, you should have seen the show. If he'd done it a week ago, you would have had that much more warning. He was wrong. I was right.
Really? Sure, and of course watching. What? Exactly. Where? Oh, come on. Kind of fragile once you get past their shield. Okay. Oops, sorry, just hit my headset. I don't want to swap my Stalker Bolter. Or do I? Yeah, I do.
Even here, the tech priests honor their machine god.
Sucks I can't carry it all. Come on. Alrighty. Yeah. Go out first. I forgot what having a melt-a-gun was like. Basically, it performs almost like a shotgun crossed with a flamethrower. Very short range, but very, very effective. And very, very ammo hungry. Just like a flamethrower. Except that instead of using gas or some sort of liquid, instead of using gas or some sort of liquid, it actually uses a cone of ionized plasma, I think.
I haven't even begun to treat the new burn victims yet.
You can't treat them. Give them something for pain. That is all.
I am the Magos Biologus. No wound or malady is beyond me.
You are in a triage situation. Observe, analyze, and decide who we can save.
That is harsh. But that's pretty much the attitude of the entire Imperium towards its citizens. In just about every situation, not just war. Running, running, running. Reloading.
Space Marines!
Where are you guys going? Might have been a waste of ammo, but it felt good. They really nailed the scale of this world. They really did. They nailed it in spades. They need to make a movie. For a miniseries, I think a miniseries would be good. I hate drawing the comparison because, you know, Band of Brothers is meant to be respectful towards World War II. But something like that, you know, of that particular size might be good for the Warhammer series. Ooh.
Access authorized.
Superior Fury. What does that mean? More slowly. Okay. I'm just paranoid about orcs.
Go get 'em, boys! Kill the space marines! Here we go!
There you go. It's weird how even the squigs know how to take cover, and they're like a savage animal by comparison of the orcs. I've been playing Battlefield lately, and I keep thinking that if I hit the right bumper, it's gonna mark the enemy. Anybody else want to dance? Okay, where are you, you little thing? Come on. Yeah, I don't think so. I hate these guys because they have a habit of actually like being somewhat. Whoa! Get out of here. Cool thing about the pistol is it only overheats. It doesn't actually run out of ammo. Not that the original actually ran out of ammo, but you don't have to reload. You just kind of have to manage your. You could effectively, ow. Effectively, you keep. Get away from that pipeline. Okay, whatever. Ah. Such a bad habit of pushing the reload button every chance I get. If this was real life, I'd be out of ammo by now. Just because I'd be constantly wasting like half a magazine every time. Hey!
Captain Titus.
Well met, brothers. Any idea of our position?
We should be nearing an access point to the surface. The air smells a bit cleaner.
I've had enough of tunnels. Let's get out of here and find the Inquisitor before the orcs do.
I agree. Personally, I hate dungeon crawls. Especially when they're poorly lit. Like, I'd play Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas, and every time I'd be stuck in the vaults of a, like, or in the tunnels of a vault, like, I couldn't, like, just exit the game and save. I had to get my character back to the surface first. Just because I don't like being in those places. It's claustrophobic and kind of depressing, actually. Yoink. Very nice. How much? Whoa! I love how even the evade actually has a bit of force. Like, you can actually kind of knock enemies out of the way when you do it. Uh-oh. switch.
More of them.
You can see that. Oh boy. Move. And I hate the rocket launchers.
Kill the Space Marines!
No, 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 no.
Space Marines!
Okay.
Space Marines!
Huh?
Kill them for it! Smash those Space Marines! Kill him all! Kill an orc!
Are you getting up? Well, I was delayed. So they're all dead. Sap up any ammunition I can find. Sure, doesn't look like there is any. Nope. No ammo. Not even a spare bolter shell. Surprised the orcs actually let so much go to waste.
At last, away to the surface.
That's a long way down. Wonder why they made like the pit like below the streets so huge, unless it's, I don't know. I would think it'd be like a heat sink for the factory or something. Let the heat dissipate.
Not much tidier than below. And at least we have the sky over our heads again. Our rendezvous point is this way.
And start running again. Yay!
What could the orcs hope to gain by slaughtering so many?
Sow terror. Demoralize the militia.
Cruel, but effective.
And time for death. Yet again. Like, that's crazy. Like the orcs literally make planet fall on an asteroid propelled by rocket engines. Like, that's literally how crazy they are. And how tough they are, considering they can survive that kind of an impact.
Millions more of them.
Yep.
Our plan is unchanged. Get the Inquisitor and the power source off-world.
Titus, if they take over the Manufactorum, we will have a damnable time getting them out.
We are Ultramarines. Orcs are not a problem.
If we had a week, perhaps. But by then, the Orcs will have worked out how to dismantle the Titans.
Okay. Well, I think that's actually where I'm going to kind of cut this this episode. Just kind of keep it around about half an hour, because I think it is a little bit more digestible. Sorry, the story didn't develop a little bit more. Mostly just running through the tunnels of the city, but finally back under what might have been a blue sky before it was polluted to the extreme. But once again, I just want to thank you all for actually joining me here on episode 4 of Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine. And hopefully, if you like it, go ahead and leave comments or a thumbs up or something like that, or just give me some sort of constructive criticism. And I will see you all in episode 5.